Who would believe this? A billionaire CEO dropped $3 million on a matchmaker to find him a date. But it turns out his secret crush was his own executive assistant, the same girl who secretly curses him out every day. The story starts when top-tier matchmaker Lily lands a mysterious, massive $3 million gig. The deposit alone was a cool million, but who would have thought that when she went back to her day job and clicked on the client's profile, she almost had a heart attack. This mysterious VIP client was actually her ultimate boss, the notoriously cold and ruthless CEO of Sterling Group, Spencer Sterling. Mr. Sterling made a high-profile tour of the office, drawing a massive lineup of employees to welcome him. Stuck in the crowd and forced to bow, Lily was shaking in her boots. Meanwhile, she was secretly gloating, wondering which poor girl had been targeted by this ruthless capitalist. Eager for some fresh gossip, Lily gathered her courage and added her boss on her matchmaker account. Mr. Sterling accepted the request instantly. Right off the bat, he gave a strict order. He needed to win her heart within a month. He frustratedly admitted that even though he was her boss, they weren't really close. They barely even spoke on a daily basis. Hearing this, Lily instantly got excited. So the CEO had a secret office crush. How spicy. But when she kept asking for details about the girl, his description sent shivers down her spine. He said the girl acted like a typical old soul. She had a mini tea kettle on her desk and brewed floral tea every single day. She always kept herbal vitamins in her thermos and was obsessed with wellness. Lily looked down at the pink tea kettle bubbling away on her own desk. She completely froze. Flashbacks hit her of every time she went crazy in the office, cursing out her boss for being a cold-blooded machine. She gulped, and a terrifying thought crept into her mind. Wait, am I the poor girl the CEO has a crush on? Refusing to believe it, Lily kept digging for clues online. Meanwhile, Mr. Sterling turned into a total softie in the chat. He constantly praised his crush for her bright personality, sweet smile, and great work ethic. He noted her only flaw was that she got super cranky whenever she had to work overtime. During a meeting, Lily was shaking her head frantically in denial. As a result, Mr. Sterling called her out in front of everyone. She quickly made up an excuse, claiming she was just feeling dizzy. But right after the meeting, his texts started blowing up her phone. He shyly texted, "We just made eye contact, and she didn't look away. She stared right at me. So cute." Well, that was it. The clues perfectly aligned. Lily was absolutely certain now. She was her boss's target. In a desperate final struggle, Lily suggested he gift the girl a one-of-a-kind necklace. She wanted him to send a clear signal, just to confirm her suspicions once and for all. But the very next morning, her beastie Chloe rushed over with some breaking news. She said Mr. Sterling was acting crazy today, handing out Women's Day gifts to every single female employee in the company. Lily almost laughed out loud out of pure frustration. This clueless CEO didn't follow the playbook at all. He turned a special gift into a bulk giveaway. How was she supposed to figure things out now? But when she followed the crowd to line up at the executive office, the secretary coldly told her, "Sorry, your name isn't on the list." Just as she was secretly celebrating dodging a bullet, the office doors burst open. Mr. Sterling walked out himself, holding a brand new high-end designer necklace. He walked past everyone, right through the jealous glares of all the women, and stopped squarely in front of Lily. He even flashed a gentle smile that nobody in the entire company had ever seen before. "Take it." At that moment, all her false hope shattered. Completely dead inside, Lily fully realized she was indeed the CEO's crush. She felt like her life was over. Back at her desk, Lily stared at the necklace box, losing her mind. As if on cue, Mr. Sterling texted her again. He excitedly said his crush was shocked by the gift and asked if he should just confess his feelings right now. To save her job and her sanity, Lily went into full damage control mode online. She desperately begged him not to do anything impulsive. Realizing that blocking him wouldn't work forever, she decided to use her professional matchmaker status to sabotage him. First, she lied and said she did a tarot reading that showed they weren't meant to be. After Mr. Sterling questioned why a traditional matchmaker was using Western tarot cards, she pivoted and claimed they were cursed for 3 lifetimes, even bluntly stating the girl wasn't good enough for him. This instantly enraged the devoted CEO, who turned into an aggressively protective boyfriend in the chat. Seeing her online sabotage fail and hearing him praise her as an elegant, perfect goddess, Lily completely lost it. To completely shatter her boss's rose-colored glasses, she gritted her teeth and decided to pull a total reverse Uno in real life, destroy her own image. Holding a stack of files, she barged into the CEO's office like an absolute maniac. Ditching her usual low-key vibe, she started acting incredibly over-the-top and obnoxious. Not only did she force Spencer to sign documents with his left hand, she even grabbed his hands to make cringy heart shapes. Right before leaving, she aggressively yanked the CEO by his tie. She got right in his face and yelled, "Your tie looks fabulous." Woo! Her entire goal was to act as chaotic and unhinged as possible. Spencer was completely stunned by this wild combo. Finally, with a dark expression, he spat out 2 words, "Get out." Lily slipped away, absolutely thrilled. She was sure this crazy stunt would make her boss back off for good, but little did she know, her boss's brain simply didn't work like a normal person's. The second she got back to her desk, he sent her a text. He was practically incoherent with excitement. She just came to my office and did the cutest stuff. I can't take it anymore. I have to confess my feelings right now. Lily had a total meltdown. How on earth was that cute? She tried to stop him again, but this time, it completely pissed him off. The CEO angrily questioned her matchmaking skills. He even laid down an ultimatum. If he didn't get the girl in a month, he'd see her in court for a $5 million breach of contract. When it rains, it pours. Her matchmaking boss, Carol, started blowing up her phone. Carol claimed that Spencer had surrounded their agency with a team of top-tier lawyers. If they didn't fix this, Lily was going to jail. Faced with a massive $5 million lawsuit, Lily completely caved. To save her own skin, she tearfully bowed to the almighty dollar and did a complete 180 in the chat. Eating her own words, she sucked up to him. "Mr. Sterling, I was just joking. You and that lady are an absolute match made in heaven. I'll draw up the perfect strategy right now and guarantee you get the girl." That barely got the CEO to pause the lawsuit, but the 1-month deadline still stood. To avoid getting busted, Lily went all out for their in-person meeting at the agency. She wrapped her head tightly in a thick plaid scarf. She wore giant black sunglasses and a face mask. She disguised herself as the mysterious consultant Kitty, pretending to have lost her voice. In the conference room, she used a raspy voice to desperately flatter Spencer, swearing on her life she'd make the match happen. After handing over the contract, Lily, who was roasting alive in her disguise, tried to bolt instantly. But her boss Carol was too enthusiastic and dragged her along to walk Mr. Sterling out. During the awkward pushing and pulling, her movements got too rough. Lily's executive assistant ID badge, tucked inside her clothes, slipped out and landed perfectly at Spencer's feet. The room went dead silent. Spencer slowly bent down and picked up the badge. He stared at the words printed clearly on it. Name, Lily, Department, Executive Office. He looked up at Lily, who was covering her face, and flashed a dark triumphant smile. The ultimate suspense of the story was finally revealed. After all her crazy efforts to hide her secret identity, our heroine completely blew her cover right in front of her boss. Seriously, who would believe that a top matchmaker accidentally took a job to win over her own ice-cold CEO? Even crazier, the poor girl the CEO had a crush on was actually her. At the start of the story, matchmaker Lily was wearing her sunglasses and mask. At a bar, Spencer, the icy CEO of Sterling Group, mistook her for his blind date and pulled her into a hug. After realizing his mistake, he coldly dropped Lily and walked away, leaving behind her dropped ID badge. Lily took off her disguise and was complaining to her boss, Carol, about this terrible idea, but she never could have imagined that at her day job at the corporate group, rumors about the CEO personally giving her a necklace were already spreading in the lobby. It was giving her a massive headache. As soon as the rumors started, the evil coworker, Secretary Lauren, couldn't handle it. Using her power as the executive office manager, Lauren took all her jealousy out on Lily. She pulled out a stack of fake expense reports and slammed them in front of Lily for everyone to see. She framed her, claiming she seduced Mr. Sterling and embezzled company funds. She yelled that Lily was bold enough to scam the company. The nosy coworkers gathered around to watch the drama, pointing fingers and making sarcastic remarks. Lily looked at the papers and saw that her $20,000 expense had magically turned into tens of thousands. She defended herself fiercely, saying it must be a system or processing error. She even offered to log into the system right then to check. But Lauren wasn't listening. She started mocking Lily for being from a small town and having zero class. She accused her of having no self-control when faced with the temptation of money. She then threatened Lily, telling her to write a resignation letter and get out immediately. Right then, a loyal coworker named Chloe stepped in to help. She said it might be a misunderstanding and suggested they wait for Mr. Sterling to return. Lauren exploded on the spot, pointing at Chloe and threatening her. "Who gave you the right to speak? Keep defending her, and I'll fire you too." Furious, Lily stood her ground, declaring her innocence and refusing to leave. She told Lauren that if she didn't believe her, she could call the auditors or the cops. Hearing this, Lauren got even more desperate and started spreading vicious rumors. She claimed Lily swayed her hips every time she delivered files, playing innocent while acting sketchy behind closed doors. The easily swayed coworkers immediately turned on Lily, calling her a two-faced social climber. Lauren not only called security to physically throw Lily out, she hysterically grabbed a kettle of boiling water, trying to scald Lily's face. Right before the boiling water hit Lily, Mr. Sterling sprinted into the room. He snatched Lily into his arms and used his black umbrella to heroically block the water. The coworkers instantly flipped sides, covering their mouths and gushing over how cute the couple was. Seizing the moment, Chloe immediately exposed Lauren's horrible actions to the CEO. She accused her of framing Lily, attacking her, and trying to fire her illegally. Lauren, who was just acting like a monster, quickly put on a weak innocent face to make excuses. She claimed she only confronted Lily because her expenses were unusually high, but Spencer wasn't buying a single word of it. Holding Lily close, he coldly announced, "I believe her." At that moment, Lauren completely broke down. She hysterically asked him why he wouldn't look at her when she was prettier, better educated, and worked flawlessly. She wanted to know why he never gave her the time of day. She finally admitted in front of everyone that she just wanted to ruin Lily's reputation. Lauren was eventually dragged away screaming by security. The coworkers secretly gossiped, amazed that Lauren threw her career away over pure jealousy. They also teased about how deeply the CEO was looking at Lily. After the drama settled, Lily and Chloe thanked Mr. Sterling. But seeing Lily still acting distant, he gave her a complex look and walked away. On their way home, Chloe excitedly talked about the CEO's heroic rescue. She firmly believed that Mr. Sterling was into Lily, but sensible Lily kept her head on straight. She felt their social status was too far apart, and Cinderella stories never really last. As soon as Lily got home and lay down, her phone buzzed. It was her VIP client, Mr. Sterling, demanding an update on the matchmaking app. He complained that it had been 3 days and he still hadn't gotten a strategy. Still playing matchmaker, Lily quickly replied that the plan was in the works. Then, the CEO genuinely asked for advice online. He asked how to make the girl he liked change her mind about him and stop thinking he was so scary. Lily mentally roasted her cold-blooded boss for a minute. Then, acting like a pro, she suggested he increase their daily interactions. But the CEO confessed online that he liked her, but she didn't like him back. Those words literally made Lily's jaw drop. Needing a soda to calm her nerves, Lily went out to a convenience store in the middle of the night. Who would have guessed that while checking out, Spencer suddenly appeared right behind her? Lily was scared to death and nervously said what a coincidence it was. But the CEO smugly called her bluff. "Everyone knows you live in Brooklyn. How hard would I have to try to just coincidentally pass by your apartment?" Then, he smoothly grabbed her items and paid for everything. But when they finished checking out and got ready to leave, a massive downpour started outside. Lily awkwardly said she'd Venmo him the money when she got home, but he simply said no need. The two of them stood side by side at the store entrance for a while. Since the rain was too heavy and they didn't have umbrellas, he smoothly suggested taking shelter at her place. Unable to refuse, Lily had no choice but to bring her boss home. As soon as they walked in, he sat on the couch and pulled out his phone. Instantly, Lily's matchmaker account got a message. "I am at her place right now. What do I do next?" Lily gasped. She thought to herself that she absolutely couldn't let this man make a move on her. To make him back off, she intentionally gave him a terrible piece of advice. She told him to take a shower and come out wearing only a towel to pull off a wet temptation look. Even though he was nervous and felt like a total creep, out of blind faith in his top-tier matchmaker, he decided to go for it. Lily was holding her phone, grinning smugly to herself. She firmly believed that a prude like him, who buttoned his shirts all the way up, would never do something so wild. But right as she was laughing in relief, the bathroom door swung open. Spencer actually walked out shirtless, wearing nothing but a white towel. He walked out dripping wet and looking incredibly sexy. Lily turned her head and was completely stunned. A second later, her nose started bleeding like crazy. Having completely played herself, our heroine ended this intense tug of war in absolute shock and embarrassment.